I've been thinking a lot recently about Spider-Man No Way Home for a couple of reasons. One, we don't have a second trailer. Two, we don't even have a poster for this movie. And three, there's a lot of things up in the air in terms of what is confirmed, what isn't true, who's going to be appearing, who is not going to be appearing, who to trust, who not to trust. A lot of questions, a lot of things just running through my mind. So let's talk about it. Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. Like I mentioned, I've been thinking a lot about Spider-Man No Way Home, and there's a lot of things to talk about, but the one thing I want to talk about specifically that kind of boils down to just one simple question. Is the film going to meet our expectations? And I feel like it's not going to. I don't know in what capacity, because obviously until we have that second trailer, a poster, until we get some more information based off the marketing, when they start marketing it again, even though they should be, you would think, because it's literally coming out next month, you think they would be marketing it because everybody is anticipating this film for the most part. Like, everybody's excited for this film. So until then, we're all just kind of speculating and kind of just waiting around for something to happen, you know what I'm saying? And there's tons of supposed leaks and shit. I don't know what to believe, but I don't know what's going to happen when this movie comes out. It's either going to blow everybody away, or it's going to be a massive disappointment. It's crazy to say that because a lot of films are in the same category as this one, where they're either going to be really good, a great experience, they meet our expectations, or it's a disappointment, a failure, or whatever you want to call it. But unfortunately for this film, there is a lot of things that this film supposedly has that we all have a certain expectation that is so exceedingly high. It's going to be really difficult for this film to ever reach that, if all that stuff is even in there, because we don't know for sure. What really pushed Spider-Man No Way Home into being the most anticipated film of 2021, and probably the most anticipated film for quite some time for some people, is of course Tobey and Andrew are apparently in this film, and then it gets into how much screen time are they going to have. Then it also gets into, is there anybody else popping up from their respective Spider-Man franchises and all this kind of stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot. A lot of people are talking, but we don't know for sure yet. If this is true, this is also going to be as crazy as well, in my opinion, and that is Charlie Cox apparently is playing a different version of Matt Murdock. He's not playing exactly the same one that was in Daredevil, but he's similar enough, and supposedly this is setting up a bunch of other stuff in terms of the cast from Daredevil coming back and appearing in other things, and they're basically continuing that continuity kind of from Daredevil Netflix. I'm not really sure, but man, that really just added more to the expectation of this film. All of the villains that are apparently in this film, which of course Alfred Molina is confirmed because he talked about it before the marketing actually started, and then he was shown in the trailer, and then of course there's images of him in the film, so he is confirmed, there is no denying it. Jamie Foxx was reported in the trades as returning as Electro, of course, from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. He's back, and I think he even posted about it right around the time that it was announced, but then I think he took all that down, but still, like, we're pretty much sure he's in it because they reported it in the trades. And then from there, it's like the Lizard is apparently in this from The Amazing Spider-Man 1. They're saying, of course, Willem Dafoe, Green Goblin from Spider-Man 1, Tobey Maguire's run, is going to be in this. And I believe the other character was Sandman from Spider-Man 3 that's apparently in this. And I don't know who else, because there's all these other rumors of who else may be popping up. I mean, it's a lot to kind of process because there's so many different things going on in terms of people talking about who is or who is not in this movie. I think those things alone pretty much have set this thing to such a high expectation that I don't think this film can reach. Even if this film has everything that we're hearing is in the movie, I don't know if it's going to hit the expectations that people have in their minds in terms of what they think the film is going to be. Because watch, Tobey and Andrew are in it, but they're not in it enough for people, or they're not in it a lot. Or if the villains, all the ones we've been pretty much hearing, are in it, but the way they structure it, it's not exactly what people think. So I feel like ultimately, no matter what this film does, I feel like it's going to not reach the expectations for certain people. My only fear is that when we see the film and it's completely something that we weren't expecting, or it has all the components we've been talking about, but it's not what we were expecting in terms of how it's been fleshed out. We just don't know. My mind's just all over the place. I'm hopeful that the marketing will pick up soon because we're waiting for that second trailer. The fact that Sony went ahead and promoted Morbius, which makes sense, that film's coming out pretty soon, but we're all patiently waiting. Some of us not so much, but a lot of us are patiently waiting for that second trailer. And I don't know what's going to happen. I think at this point, if that trailer does not show Toby and Andrew, then they're saving it for the film, or they're not in it at all. I don't know what to believe, because there's constant stuff that is apparently leaking all the time, or people are saying they've heard this or they saw this, and I don't know. I don't know for sure. For me, the only way that I can that I will say to myself, they're confirmed in the movies if they're in the marketing officially, or if they're in the movie itself. People have been saying all this stuff about how this stuff's leaking and it's legit. You don't know. Don't know for sure. What do you hope to see in the movie? Who do you think is going to pop up in the movie? Who do you think is actually going to be in it? And who do you think is they're just saying those names just to get people hyped up and excited? Because we haven't really seen much. We have that first trailer. We have some images coming out, but really, they could be hiding a lot of stuff, or, there's just a lot of stuff that they don't want you to see in terms until you see the movie, and it's something else that we weren't expecting. I don't know. What do you guys think? Whatever thoughts you have, guys, let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully we'll get that second trailer soon. Peace out.